We stayed there from 10 to 12, and we moved to 58th and Forest, where I met the 57th Street Road Dog. Bingham. I went to Bingham, 7th and 8th grade. I met Black Walt because all I know is we became friends after that. Only seen Walt when I went over that side with Doc and Marco and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying, and Scooby and everybody. My first name was Prophet A. I was on the X-Clan wearing the African charm for white at Bingham. That's when I was slinging little packs for my relative. It was this place called Stars, and they was having a contest. The prize was you get to open up for DJ Quick, Kwame, EPMD, and somebody else. But I know out of everybody, I won. That was the first thing. I had never won anything. Solé and Sharia were going to the BRE convention. I was like beating on. I've been mad ever since my date of birth. They're like, God damn, you gotta go with us. It was my first time flying on a plane. Thank you, Solé.
So coming out south, what was the transition like? Was it better out there?
It was a bigger house, man, out there. You know what I'm saying? My Uncle Johnny owned it. You know what I'm saying? And we stayed there. I stayed there from 10 to 12 when my mom met Abul Hassan Rasul Khalifa. And we moved to the 58th and Forest, where I met the 57th Street Road Dog.
So
at 12.
What school was you going to when you went out? You still in elementary school when you get out there, right?
When I got out to 58th and Forest, I went to True School.
So I'm saying when you first moved to 59th Street.
59th Street, I was going to Tom D. Cordy. Tom D. Cordy, man. They bust us to Independence, where Nowlin was and all that shit. Okay. Tom D. Cordy and Rock Creek or something was next door to it. It was two schools, you know what I mean? But I went to Tom D. Cordy, you know what I'm saying? I think that was like 3rd and 4th grade or something like that. But my mom was in an abusive relationship before she met Abul. She had a boyfriend, a gangster boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? And he was with us for a while, but whenever they would get into shit, we would have to move to one of the family's house. So part of my 4th grade year, I had to move all the way out to Quindaro with my auntie Zita and her kids because we were running from her boyfriend.
So you moved to Kansas.
Yeah, I moved to Kansas and went to Benjamin Banneker, I think it's called, you know what I'm saying? It's called Banneker, I think. It was like this Quindaro down the way, right on the corner, it was a Church's Chicken. You know what I'm saying? And then diagonal was the school. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got this right there. I was climbing on the wall at school. They had a big ass wall and I fell and scraped my shit, scraped my skin off. It never went away.
4th grade.
4th grade, yeah. Yeah, I did that, and that's my Kansas City, Kansas mark right there.
Yeah. So mom's got away from homeboy?
Yeah. We stayed there. I like that school, Banneker, over there, man, because over in Missouri, they didn't have chocolate milk, and over in Kansas, they did. A
little brown box. That brown
Yeah. I had chocolate milk.
So what kind of kid was you going through school? What was your grades like and all that?
I can't remember doing well in school until my junior year at Southwest. I couldn't get my mind off music, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to always hear this from my teachers. Mr. Yates, if you knew your schoolwork like you know that music, you'll be an A student. I done heard that from more than one teacher in my elementary school years. Mr. Yates, if you knew your schoolwork like you know that music, you'll be an A student.
You ever run into any of those teachers again?
No.
They probably remember you.
Of course, they all know me, you know what I'm saying? They know me, you know what I'm saying? But that's why when I got to 58th and Forest, when my mom married Abul, I had to do 4th grade over at Truce because I didn't finish over there in Kansas.
So that's your is that your stepbrother that used to work at 7th Heaven?
Yeah. Rashad. That's how I met Rashad. Yeah. Because his father married my mom when I was 12. They got married at Loose Park.
Classic.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck outside. It was hot as fuck outside. They had a DJ and they wanted to come out to On the Wings of Love, you know, but the records melted before the ceremony. So I think they kind of got it to play a little bit, you know what I'm saying? On the Wings of Love. You know what I'm saying? I remember that.
Let's shoot into the middle school years. So while we right there, where you go to, what's that, Bingham?
Bingham. I went to Bingham, 7th and 8th grade. Yeah, George Caleb Bingham. That's when I was beating up. I started beating on my chest in 6th grade at True School.
This episode of Scheme Heme TV is brought to you by Bliss, the new album from N9ne. Purchase now at strangemusicinc.net. Available on all streaming platforms.
No,
Bingham years.
Black Walt.
I met Black Walt because his school had to integrate somehow. You know what I'm saying? Something was going on with where was Walt going to school? Was he going to Southeast at first? It was something like that. It was something like that. He was coming from Southeast, and people was telling him that I was the beatbox and he could beatbox too. So I battled him the first day he was there. I battled Black Walt.
How'd that go?
I don't remember. All I know is we became friends after that. I must have been dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I beatboxed so much in the hallways, in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Niggas were just like in between classes, we'd go in the bathroom and get it on.
You wasn't rapping back then.
No. But
Walt
this
was though.
Walt was rapping and dancing, I think. But Lola Morris on our bus home said, "Aaron, why you always spitting? Won't you write a rap?" I wrote that shit. The next day, that following night, came back and busted it. Fucked everybody up. Nigga I was beatboxing for, Money Dog, wouldn't even speak to me no more. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
So back then you ain't had no handle. It was just straight up Aaron.
yeah, it was Aaron. I had some fucked up ass names, man. I don't even want to tell you this, bro. Travis and them still tease me about it. My first name, it was around the, like 85, so it was like Public Enemy era, you know what I'm saying? So my first name was Prophet A, because my name is Aaron, you know? Prophet A.
You was on the X-Clan.
I was on the X-Clan shit, wearing the African charm fucking white bitches at Bingham. Tripping.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. I was Prophet A, man.
So Black Walt said you was beatboxing for him at the time in Bingham. He was rapping. You was beatboxing.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I was beatboxing for him or something.
He was like, it was him and somebody else at first.
Yes, it
Him and
was.
another dude.
I was beatboxing for him. That's what it was.
You know what I mean? They kind of had a little group thing going on, and you was beatboxing.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. That's right. I stand corrected. That's right. He wasn't beatboxing. He was rapping.
Yeah.
Dr. Wee Wee was his name.
Okay.
Because his name was Wee Capone later, but his first name was Dr. Wee Wee. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, Walt, but you know what I'm saying?
He in the neighborhood with you, but you met him at school.
Yeah.
Down the
Because
block.
I was on Forest. He was across Paseo
Michigan.
on 55th. You know what I'm saying, in Michigan. So Walt, I didn't really see Walt over on this side. I only seen Walt when I went over that side with Doc and Marco and all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And Scooby and everybody. That's when I started seeing Walt. But me and Walt, we started dancing, coming up with dance steps. And we was in a talent show dancing to Public Enemy, Welcome to the Terror Dome. Come on down, me and Walt. We started doing dance routines. He was a dancer as well. Did he tell you that?
Nah.
Sorry to Walt. We had a routine, and we just talked about this like a week ago, me and Walt. I said, nigga, I still remember the steps. I explained one of the steps that we did. He's like, yeah, nigga, I remember that shit. I just wished he had some of that shit on DVD or something, man.
So speaking of Public Enemy, then later on, didn't you win?
Not
like
DVD, fucking VHS, sorry.
VHS. Didn't you win some kind of contest or something where you got to open up for Public Enemy or some shit later on?
Not Public Enemy.
What was that?
It was, I was Tech N9ne then, because Walt gave me my name in '88. You already know the story about the name and shit. I got it out of the Guns and Ammo book and all that kind of shit. So that's when I was slinging little packs for my relative, you know. And it was this place called Stars on Broadway. Stars was like a teen club or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they was having a contest, and whoever won.
What was that shit called with Bruce Leroy back in the day?
Blues, oh yeah.
They had that little club for the teens.
Oh yeah. Kind of like that. Yeah. That's what Stars was. So the prize was you get to open up for DJ Quick, Kwame, EPMD, and somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I went up there, all rappers up there, Dog Star D, maybe Tony Romo. I don't really know if Tony Romo was at that one. You know, just all KCMCs at the time. I don't know if Jay Lee was there, but I know out of everybody, I won. That was the first thing. I had never won anything. Like my Uncle Ike used to take me when I was younger, pop lock contest and shit, you know what I'm saying? Won on like Van Brunt at the Kentucky Fried Chicken right there on the corner with their grand opening. I was dancing at that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know where that Kentucky Fried Chicken is on Van Brunt?
On 30,
Yeah. The grand opening, nigga. Yeah. Tech N9ne was down there in a grand white pop suit, nigga.
You remember the rap you won with the contest?
At Stars?
Yeah.
I think I had the New Breed that Walt did first. Then it leaked. He said I leaked it. And it's a lot of history. It leaked. And Solé and Sharia were going to the BRE convention in New Orleans, Black Radio exclusive. And their brother Sean couldn't go, so they asked me to go because I was like beating on, rapping. I've been mad ever since my day of birth. You know, I'm doing that shit to them, you know what I'm saying? They're like, God damn, you gotta go with us. And I was like, this was my first time flying on a plane. Thank you, Solé. So, Icy Rock was sitting next to me. I'd never met him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard of him. I ain't heard of him. He's like, hey man, I'm DJ Icy Rock, man. He said, are you that dude to say you stutter stepping motherfucker, you? And I'm like, yeah, the New Breed, yeah. He said, when we get home, we gotta work. I said, okay. And that's how it popped off with me and Icy Rock. And he redid the New Breed with a James Brown sample. Da-da-da-da, hey, da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? And it was slower than the one me and Walt did. You know what I mean? I re-recorded it. And I think I did that one at Star.
Icy Rock was in the hood though at the time. He wasn't too far from me, was he?
No, he was in 60. He was, you know, where the police station used to be right there, right across from Penner's on 60, okay, yeah. Like Citadel, yeah. Right there. First house when you go into Citadel, right there on the left. You know what I'm saying? That's where we were.